Hi, this is a how-to video on how to set up the new race program so you can efficiently run a race. This is what it looks like when you open it up. Go ahead and go into the setup page. This is the most important page, and before you do this, you want to contact all the teams and find out what teams they're bringing and what are the names of teams, and also the bib numbers of the teams they are bringing. Okay, so first thing, you just go up here and select the date, the venue, and the type of course that you are doing that week. Then you just go and you pick from the selection of teams. I'll just do a spackling of teams here. Say Arrowhead and Economowoc and McWanago and DSHA. Keep in mind that DSHA is also with Marquette, and so for this purpose you are going to want to keep them as two teams. And then we'll say the last one will be West Bend here. After that, you just go and indicate what types of teams they are bringing. Each one of these boxes also has a drop-down menu of the possibilities here. Okay, Arrowhead is bringing a varsity girls team, so you just select X to say that they're bringing that. They're also bringing a varsity boys team. Arrowhead has two JV girls, so you can't just put an X. They don't call them 1 and 2 though. Arrowhead calls theirs red and blue. So we'll do Arrowhead blue, and then for the JV girls, 2 will indicate it with, I'm sorry, not blue, red. Same thing with their boys. Their first team is called blue. Their second team is called red. Again, you're going to want to be contacting these teams to see what they are bringing. Economowoc this year has a varsity girls and a varsity boys. Economowoc also has just one JV girls, so you can go ahead and just do the X. And Economowoc has a gold JV boys and a purple JV boys. Notice that you only have the option to do gold. So since there is no option for purple, you could just go ahead and pick anything, and you will have to change it later. We'll make it 2, I guess. But you do want to put them in there to note that they do have a second team. McWanago only has a varsity girls and a varsity boys and a JV boys. DSHA is only going to have the varsity girls. They don't have a varsity boys. They have 2 JV girls teams, which they call 1 and 2. So you'll just denote that right here. Marquette does not have JV or any girls. They have a varsity boys, and they had 2 JV boys, which they call, I believe, gold and blue. And then finally, West Bend just has the 4 teams. So since there's only 1 JV girls, it's just an X, and 1 JV boys, it's just an X. But you do want to go ahead and indicate if there's any exhibition teams coming as well. And we're going to say that West Bend is bringing an exhibition couple boys. Alright, so this is what the process looks like. Again, if there isn't a picking, for example, for Economowoc, there wasn't a purple, and that's what their second team is called this year, just pick a number and we'll fix it later. So you can see that there's a run order starting to set up here and there. And it also put the date, time, and place in all these pages and all the teams that are bringing. What you're going to want to do is just go through, we're on the varsity girls, go through and make sure that all the teams match the bibs that they gave you. So Oconomowoc, those bibs, Mukwonago, those bibs, DSHA, etc., etc. And we're going to say that those bibs are all set. Varsity boys, again, you just go through and make sure that those bibs are what the team gave you. JV girls, keep in mind Oconomowoc only has one JV girl, so that they don't have any special name. But it looks like all the bibs are coming through here, and those are all set. But we are going to have a problem with JV boys, because Oconomowoc Gold, even though there was an option of picking that, the program did not know those bib numbers, so you are going to have to add those. So let's go ahead and add those bibs. I don't know what those bibs are right now, but you would talk to the coach. And we're going to say they're 800 through 805. So over here in the changes column is where you would make any changes or deletions to the bib number, because if you try to type in here, it won't let you. So even if the name comes through, sometimes the bibs won't come through perfectly, so you just change them right over here. So now they're all set. And you'll notice as I added that, it did put those bibs 800, 801, 802, etc. It did put those into the run orders, both the first and second. Mukwonago was good, Marquette Gold was good, West Bend was good, Arrowhead. But then again, Oconomowoc 2, this isn't even the name that we're going with for their name. So we're just going to go ahead and change that. This is a automatic cell, but this one allows you to change it. So we're just going to go and change that to the purple that we wanted. And that's fine. We just need to also go ahead and make sure that we add the bibs. And so we're just going to continue with the 806, 807, 808, 809, 810, and 811. Okay, and if you see Marquette blue is also in there and good. So that's how you make sure that all the bibs are set. You want to go to your run order and make sure, if you see here the varsity girls, we do have all the bibs for them, all 5 teams that are coming. The varsity boys, we have all bibs in except for that. The JV girls, there are 6 teams coming, and all the bibs are in and ready for that. And then the JV boys, there are 8 teams coming, and because of the adjustments we just made, now all the bibs are in for that. Also double check in the second run order that is also there. And then the last little piece of setup before you have to start entering names is the West Bend boys exhibition. Keep in mind that they're not going to have automatic bibs. You always have to get those from the coach. And we're going to say that they're bringing 250 and 251. But those are the only 2, so we're not going to add any more. Again, look on the run order. It placed it down in the bottom. And in the second, also on the bottom in reverse order. That is the last piece of setup before you start entering names. What you're going to want to do now then is ask the coaches to supply the names of all the racers and what bib number they will be going to, and also if there isn't racers showing up or some bibs that they won't be using. And so I'm just going to do that for a couple teams here. Let's say Arrowhead is bringing only 5 girls. So you get those bib numbers and you type them in. And all you do is go to the racer name and just type those in. And that's all set then. We'll just do a couple more here. Okay, so I don't know how I picked those names, but those are the 4 names that Arrowhead is bringing. That means you don't want 911 and 912 anymore. Again, you can't just go and erase it. It won't let you. So what you need to do is, again, go to the changes column and put a big X there, and it will take that bib out. And we also want to do that for this. And so you have to do that with all the ones that have automatically added that you no longer want. And if you notice here, the last 2 Arrowhead racers are not in the run order anymore. That was right there and right there. And so after you enter all those names, you are all set to run the program.